I've got...
That's all just gossip.
That will never...
If he doesn't see that,
Yeah, get away from here! You just have to listen.
don't tell me.
You don't have to tell me that. He thinks it's as easy as that.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Can't rely on that.
I never knew that.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
I agree with you completely.
He thinks it's as easy as that. That will never change.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Tell me that isn't true.
I'll never get this open without the right key. I'll never get this open without the
That's
right
all
key.
just gossip.
Can't rely on that.
Will it ever change?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
That's been known a long time.
No idea. You tell me.
Who are you?
I'm
all just
Orlan,
gossip.
the keeper of this here modest tavern.
That's no secret.
What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword, or
Is it really true?
a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or
No one really
just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
Completely.
That will never change.
Do you know that fellow with the eye patch?
I've seen him here
It's all
before.
just gossip.
Nasty piece of work. Back then, he moved into one of my upstairs rooms, along with a huge crate. He had to be constantly nagged about paying the rent for his room. And even then, he took his own sweet time about it. Then, one day, he vanished, just like that, along with the crate. I don't want anything to do with the likes of him.
Bad business.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
I'll think about it.
As you like, but don't wait too long.
You listen to the wrong people.
Am I being paranoid, or are you staring at my ring?
Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
Completely.
It was his decision.
Man, I belong to the Ring of Water.
Do you now?
Off myself.
Hard to believe they'd pick such a moron. What do you want?
Staying out of it.
Have you ever used a teleporter stone?
Are you out of your mind? As long as none of the water mages swear to me that there's no danger, I'm not going anywhere near those things. They ordered me to hide one of those teleporter stones, and
Same old thing.
apart from that, I'm staying well away from them.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Where is this teleporter stone?
There's a cave to the south, not far from my tavern. That's where the water mages found one of those things.
Can I have a look at this teleporter stone?
I don't care. Here's the key. Though I've blocked the entrance.
Nobody wants
How's
to
it going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know. People's purses aren't as open as they used to be.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, brother of the ring.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You just have to listen.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I'm staying out of it.
That's really not my problem.
I couldn't care less.
That's been going on.
Hey, is the beer any good here?
It's not exactly the best, but in these bleak times, you can't be choosy.
That was obvious.
What are you doing here?
Up until a few weeks ago, I was slaving away on the landowner's fields. One day it just got too much for me, and I took myself out of there straight away. Now I'm my own boss. Everything I own is in this chest here. That's all I need, too. Interested in a little contest?
What kind of a contest would that be?
I call it bottoms up. The rules are quite simple. We take turns ordering a tankard of the best beer the old geezer has to offer. Every tankard has to be drunk dry so that it doesn't even leave a ring if you set it on the table upside down. The last man standing wins. The loser pays the tab and a steak. Well, how about it?
Maybe some other time, when I'm not in a hurry. Could I bet on someone else, though?
Certainly. If you finally manage to find someone with the guts to go up against me, then I'll bet with you. Everybody pays the same amount into a pot. The winner gets everything. The size of the stake depends on your purse. Bring me someone who dares to go up against me and you've got a bet.
I've got somebody who wants to compete against you.
Who might that be?
Randolph.
Randolph the Braggart. All right, why not? Send the wimp to me and the deal stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days later. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by then. How big is your bet?
Off myself.
100.
That's what I like to hear. I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is over, all right?
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long bringing Randolph here, you hear?
You listen to the wrong people.
No one really wants to hear that. I couldn't get away with that.
Nothing to plunder.
Wait a minute. The teleporter stones seem to work nicely.
You actually did it? You really went in?
Yes, they obviously still work.
Unbelievable. I have to look at this more closely later.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Hey, you! About those stone tablets, I've got some.
Thank you. That's enough. Now I could keep my promise to the water mage in town and then go home at last. I'll pay you for them, of course. I'm going home now. Come with me if you like. Maybe I can sell you a few things that might interest you when we get there.
How much money do you need for the contest?
10 gold coins.
I'll give you the money to compete against Rukar.
Really? Thank you so much. I'll repay you soon. If I win, I'll even fork out a little more than that. I'll be seeing you.
Hey, you! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekub who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Where do I find the farms of Bengar and Sekub?
They're not far from the farm where the landowner lives. Go east from here and you'll find them.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by a high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bengar's farm on the high pastures.
Look out for your husband.
I shall do my best.